Hello, one and all. Welcome back once again to Modern Life of the 70s Mind. My name is Bob. I am very happy to have you here today and hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I'm going to cut right into this. No gab, gag, bab. Today we're going to be listening to another Gabrielle Aplin song. The song is called Home, and it's been requested by a good number of people, and a lot of people have been asking for a little bit more of her earlier music, so I'm going to get on that. And it's off her English Rain album, which is that one right there. There. I can't coordinate the camera with my finger. It just doesn't seem right. But anyways, I believe the album was from 2013, which makes it at least 10 years old or so. And I believe this was her debut album, but not her first record. I think she had a couple EPs that came out before this. And I also believe this is her highest selling album to date. You guys might know a little bit more. If I'm wrong, just please let me know. And I have completely fallen in love with this artist. She's got such a beautiful voice, and her sound is a mix of kind of like folk and pop, at least from what I've heard. But she's also shown, at least a little bit that I've seen from her, that she's quite versatile in her songs. She seems to be kind of a mix of traditional and contemporary styles, which really plays well for her style of music. And she seems to be also very talented in both guitar and piano. If she does other instruments or anything, let me know. I'd love to hear about that. Bottom line, I can't wait to hear this song. Like I said, it's an earlier song of hers, and I kind of like that because it probably shows us her roots, what really inspired her to take up this whole singing thing, if you will. Artists change over time. We would expect them to do that, and they probably have to. But it's probably the style of music that we're going to hear is probably what she started with and what kind of really got her going in the music industry. So let me get my headphones on, and we're going to jump right into this. Hold on. Hello, we are back. All right, guys, if you get a chance when you're done listening to this video, if you like what you heard, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would click that notification bell, that way you'll be notified anytime I release some new content. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Okay, let's get into this. This is Gabrielle Aplin singing Home.
Whoa, look at this, boys. Wow, look, where you coming from tonight, babe? A little bit late. What's going on? Right there. It's in your bag, man. What you got in that bag? Get that phone. Get that phone. Please. Boys, the key, boys. Have fun walking, girl.
Looks like she's going to have a long trip home now. It's a bad day.
I'm a phoenix in the water, a fish that's learned to fly.
God, I love her
And
voice.
I've always been a daughter, but feathers are meant for the sky. So I'm wishing further for the excitement to arrive. It's just I'd rather be causing the chaos than laying at the sharp end of this knife. With every small disaster, I'll let the water steer. Take me away to someplace real. 'Cause they say home is where your heart is set, and stone is where you go when you're alone. Is where you go to rest your bones.
Wow, this is pretty.
And it's not just where you lay your head, it's not just where you make your bed. As long as we're together, does it matter where we go? So when
Okay, I'll back this up. We're halfway. This, you could definitely tell this is an earlier song of hers because she has that more folky edge. Obviously, that's how she started. Some of her newer songs that I've reacted to had probably a little bit more of a pop edge to it. So this is really nice, just basically her and her guitar singing so far, which I really enjoy that a lot. Well, this was nice and chill, and it was very relaxing song to listen to. I'm kind of settling into my chair, kind of nice here. What's powerful about this is that the lyrics really do match the the tone of the music, if you will. It's really just they go together perfectly, and that's really what's needed is to have that the words and the music kind of be in unison for a song to really work out. The lyrics seem to be talking, and yeah, I've only heard half the song, so bear with me. The lyrics seem to be talking about this girl being out of her element, if you will. It sounds like she's having to adapt to some challenging circumstances, if you will. She talks about where the home is, which is where your heart is. And I think she says something about where we rest. But then she kind of turns it and talks about where what home is not. And she says it's not just where you happen to sleep. I think she says something something else. I just don't remember what it was. But and then she says it's really home as long as we're together. Now, I don't know when she says we're together, if that's referencing a person, a family, or who. We'll kind of see as the song goes on, I'm sure. And like I said earlier, why she sings this, just the music and the lyrics go together so well. Really nice start to the song. So let's go ahead and play this to the end.
As long as we're together, does it matter where we go?
I didn't catch all the orchestra in there and the piano.
Be bolder, and my cuts have healed with time. Comfort will rest on my shoulder, and I'll bury my future behind. I'll always keep you with me. You'll be always on my mind. But there's a shining in the shadows, and I'll never know unless I try. With every small disaster, I'll let the water still take me away to someplace real. 'Cause they say home is where your heart is headed, stone is where you go when you're alone, is where you go to rest your bones. And it's not just where you lay your head, it's not just where you make your bed. As long as we're together, doesn't matter where we go.
Okay, that was nice. Let me shut this off here. I liked how that song built up at the end. I really wasn't expecting that, so when it did, it kind of really kind of capped the song off nicely. I liked it. There was something else I wanted to say, and I wrote a little note here, and for the life of me, I can't read just what it was. But anyways, the song was very catchy. That chorus, kind of the more you got into the song, the more it kind of sunk into you, so it became a little more impactful, if you will. Musically, I think the song is kind of simple, but I feel like she almost had to go that direction with this song to keep it with the mood that she set with the lyrics. I think she took um, that definition of home a little farther than I originally thought it was. Because at first I was thinking it was about a person or maybe a family or something. She obviously found this group of people that seemed to be caring, fun, kind, somebody that a group of people that obviously she related to her. For her, that's obviously a place that she could call home. And it covers all the bases in the song that she sings about because it's where her heart is. And that was kind of a big deal in her lyrics. I like this because it allows us to kind of spread our wings out a little bit to find out what our so-called home truly is. And that definition of home is clearly different for everybody. Great song. Just another one of hers that I really, really enjoy. It's kind of funny because I got this album. I've only heard like one or two songs off it. I got a nice signed album from her, but I just refuse to play it because I want to continue reacting to her music. And I'm glad I held off on this one. So let me get my headphones off and I'll be back for my final thoughts. Hold on. All right. Guess what? It is final thoughts time. So, no big surprise. I really like that. I hope you guys did too. That was just a wonderful song. She just has this sound that just really strikes a chord with me. No pun intended there at all. So, I think I have to change my initial interpretation of Lisa, where the lyrics were going. I think the big message here is that she wants us to realize that people's definition of home clearly varies from person to person. Home is not just brick and mortar. Instead, it's where I guess you could say, like, emotional foundation is at, and it's wherever your heart is. That's really the true definition of home, is where your heart is at. So don't look at home and feel like, don't look at one particular home and feel like that's the model that we all have to follow. There's that emotional investment, if you will, that really needs to be included to make that home a home. It's also clear, and this is where I think I was wrong at the beginning. She's not singing about a single person at all. I think, especially when she talks about as long as we're together, she says something along that line. I'm sure what she's referencing is a human connection and not an individual connection, not a single person per se. Bottom line, and she should have just said this and made everybody's life easier, home is where your heart is. I think that's kind of what the message is. Regarding the singing, I just love her voice. This is like, I want to say seventh, eighth, ninth, something like that, or so songs of hers that I've reacted to. Each song can be like just so completely different, um, and have different emotional messages tied to them. But the common element, I think, in all her songs is that she delivers each one just beautifully and emotionally, and you can just feel the song and you understand not only what she's singing or how she's singing it, but why she's singing it. And not everyone can pull that off, but she makes each song believable. Plus, I just love her voice. It's beautiful, it's ethereal, it's breathy. I would even say maybe it's a little delicate. All those things, take all that and throw in some folk influence sound. And wow, you've really got a great combination there. I've turned into a huge, huge Gabrielle Aplin fan, and she's probably someone I never would have given a second thought of or second look at if I hadn't started this channel. So this is definitely one of those artists that I'm really, really happy I'm doing this, because it's just, I've really enjoyed hearing everything she has to sing. So on that note, like I said earlier, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, guys, listen. You know what I'm going to say. Only life is priceless. Please make each and every day count. All right? Peace out, guys. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.